students, welcome back to our session. Today's session we are going to discuss mean and median. In this chapter we are going to discuss the topic mean for ungrouped data. Here we have this sequence of numbers x1, x2, x3, etc. xn are in observation in an ungrouped data, then their mean. In generally, mean is denoted by x bar is equal to sigma xi divided by n. So here I it is going to be stands for 1, 2, 3 till etc. n. Even you can write it as x bar is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus etc. plus xn divided by n. To find the mean of any set of observation, divide the sum by the total number of observation. Here this mean is also known as arithmetic mean or average. For example, I am going to give the exercise problem. The first one, find the mean of 43, 51, 50, 57 and 54. Solution. Required mean is equal to, just you have to add all the given values, 48 plus 51 plus 50 plus 57 plus 54 divided by, so the number of observations is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So divided by 5. When you add all these values, 255 divided by 5. So 255 divided by 5 value is 51. So this is the mean for the given data. Okay, now we'll move to the next one. Next, here we are going to discuss the properties of mean. Properties of mean. Here we have the first property. If x bar is the mean of n number of observation, then the sum of deviation of x bar from the observations of x1, x2, x3, etc. xn is 0, such that we can write here sigma x minus x bar is equal to 0. So this is the first property. Based on this, just I am going to solve the problem. Question number 6. The different values of variable x. Different values of variable x. They have given 9.8, 5.4, 3.7, 1.7, 1.8, 2.6, 8.6, 10.5 and 11.1. So this is the given values. We need to find mean x bar. We need to find the second mean, the value of sigma I is equal to 1 to 10 xi minus x bar. First we are going to find the value of x bar. So x bar, it is nothing but the mean value. Mean is equal to, we need to add some of these values. So here we'll get 9.8 plus 5.4 plus 3.7 plus 1.7 plus 1.8 plus 2.6 plus 8.6 plus 10.5 plus 11.1 divided by, okay, now we are going to find out the numbers. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So totally we have here 10 numbers. That is why they have given sigma, it belongs to 1 to 10 numbers. Directly I can take the value here 10. So x bar is equal to, when you add those values, we are going to get 58 divided by 10. So 58 divided by 10, x bar is equal to 5.8. This is the mean value. Okay, now next we are going to find here x minus x bar is equal to 0. You need to get. Okay, let me see here. So here the first column, just I am going to take the value of x, and the second column x minus x bar. Here the x values are 9.8, 5.4, 3.7, 1.7, 1.8, 2.6, 6.2, 8.6, 10.5, 11.1. So this is the value of x, and here we have x bar is 5.8. So just I am going to write 9.8 minus 5.8 is equal to 4. The next one, 5.4 minus 5.8 is equal to minus 0.4. 3.7 minus 5.8 is equal to minus 2.1. 1.7 minus 5.8 is equal to minus 4.1. 1.8 minus 5.8 is equal to minus 4. 2.6 minus 5.8 is equal to minus 3.2. The next value we have 2.8 minus 5.8 value is minus 3. 8.6 minus 5.8 is equal to 2.8. 10.5 minus 5.8 is equal to 4.7. 11.1 minus 5.8 is equal to 5.3. So this is the values of x minus x bar. Now here we need to find sigma x minus x bar is equal to 0. Okay, sigma means just you have to add all the values here. Just I am going to add sigma x minus x bar is equal to 4 minus 0.4 minus 2.1 minus 4.1 minus 4 minus 3.2 minus 3 plus 2.8 plus 4.7 plus 5.3. When you add all these values, first I am going to add here the positive values. 4 plus 2.8 is 6.8. 6.8 plus 4.7 plus 5.3. So all these three values we need to add. So here we will get 10, 18, 8, remainder 1, 16.8 will get. Okay, so here the positive value is 16.8. Now we are going to check the negative values. Minus 0.4 minus 2.1 minus 0.4 minus 2.1 minus 4.1 minus 4 minus 3.2 minus 3. So when you add this, 2 plus 1 it is 3, 3 plus 1 it is 4, 4 plus 4 it is 8, and here 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 3 13, 13 plus 3 16. So we will get minus 16.8. So when you add those two values, 16.8 minus 16.8, the value is 0. Therefore sum of deviation of x minus x bar is always 0. So this is the first property. Now we will move to the second property. If we have x bar is the mean of n observations, so here observations are x1, x2, x3, etc. xn. The mean for this observation is x bar. Mean is equal to x bar. So this is a given sequence. If each of the observation under the consideration is increased by quantity A, so each of the observation it is increased by A means you will get x1A, x2A, x3A, etc. xn plus A. If each observation under consideration is increased by the quantity A, then their mean. So here mean is equal to, just you can add directly to the mean. Just you need to find out the mean for ungrouped data. Once if you find the mean, just you can add the increased value. So this is the formula for increased data. Next, same for third property, it is for a decreased. If each of the observation under the consideration is decreased by quantity A, then their mean is also decreased by the same quantity A. So I can consider here the observation is x1, x2, etc. xn. We have n observations. So for this n observations mean x bar. Now when you are going to decreased by A, the quantity A for each and every observation, so what will be their mean? x1 minus A, x2 minus A, etc. xn minus A. Then their mean observation is equal to x bar minus directly which quantity we have decreased with each and every observation. Directly you can subtract from the mean, so that you will get the required mean after decreasing the quantity by A in each observation. Now the fourth property, if each observation under consideration is multiplied by the quantity A, so here we have the observation x1, x2, etc. xn observation. For this ungrouped data, mean is equal to x bar. When you are going to multiply each observation by A, the quantity will get ax1, ax2, etc. axn. Then their mean is also multiplied by A quantity. So here the new mean is equal to Ax bar. So this is the value. Now the fifth one, if each observation under consideration is divided by A. So we have the n observation x1, x2, etc. xn. Then their mean is equal to x bar. When you are going to divide by A, quantity A for each observation, etc. xn divided by A, then this mean is equal to, this mean is also divided by A. So x bar divided by A. So this is at 5 property which we have discussed. So based on this we are going to solve the problem. Question number 7. The mean of 15 observation. The mean of 15 observation. Mean observation is 32. Then we need to find out the resultant mean. Find resultant mean. If each observation is the first one increased by 3. So here according to the given condition, for 15 observation the mean x bar is equal to 32. We need to find out the resultant mean. Therefore the resultant mean is equal to x bar plus the quantity which we have increased, that you have to add directly to the mean. So mean we have 32 plus increased it is 3. So the required mean is 35. The second one decreased by 7. So decreased by 7 means the formula. The resultant mean is equal to, we have here the mean value is 32 minus decreased value is 7. So 32 minus 7 will get 25. So this is the required mean. Okay, now the third one, multiplied by 2. Therefore, the resultant mean is equal to, we have the mean is 32, directly we need to multiply with that number 2. So 32 into 2 will get 64. 64 is the required mean. The fourth one, we need to divide by 0.5. Resultant mean is equal to, the mean value is 32, 32 divided by 0.5. Okay, the value we have 32 divided by the 0.5, I can write it as 1 by 2. So here you will get 32 into 2 by 1. So it is nothing but 64 is the answer. So this is x bar. So we are going to discuss the fifth one. Resultant mean increased by 60%. Increased by 60%. Increased by 60% means already we have x bar is 32. The resultant mean is equal to 32 plus 60% of 32 is increased is equal to 32 plus 60 divided by 100 into 32. 0, 0 it will get cancelled. 3 2s are 6, 5 2s are 10. If we simplify further, you will get 32 plus 19.2. 32 plus 19.2 value is 51.2. Next one, the sixth one, the resultant mean decreased by 20%. Resultant mean decreased by 20%. When it is decreased by 20% means we have here x bar is equal to 32. Resultant mean is equal to 32. When it is decreased, just you have to subtract 20% of mean is decreased. So it is nothing but 32 minus 20 divided by 100 into 32. 120 is 20, 520 is 100, 15 is 5, 6 5s are 30, 4 5s are 20. So you will get 32 minus 6.4. So 32 minus 6.4, the value is 25.6. Therefore, resultant mean decreased by 20% is 25.6. So this is a final answer.